So what I have on my screen now, when we finish this first project, this is what it's going to look like right here. Instead of a lane, it's going to show your name. But just showing you the typical setup of what Photoshop looks like. Your option bar is what goes across the top up here. If I ever reference the option bar, that's where you'd find it. This button right here that looks like a home, guess where that takes you? It takes you back home. Ironic, eh? This right here, see, there's your tools panel. There's going to be different ways you can adjust this. You can make this look like whatever you want, and we will in future lessons show you different things that you can do with that. Over here, you have your share button if you ever wanted to share it with someone. Your tool, your search, help and learn, this search button. Workspaces, we're going to show you different workspaces and how to change workspaces and why you would want to change workspaces. And then there's your panels. These are your panels right here. Right down in here. So we're going to open up the first document. Let me get rid of this. There are several different ways you can open up, and see, this is, you can see that I put my name on this. This is your finished document. Several different ways, so I'm going to go back to the home. You can click open from here. You can click, so here's what I want you to do on this one. Click file and then open. Go to wherever you've got your stuff stored, and we're going to open the start PSD. And this is what we are starting with. Oops. One thing I want to point out, if you have more than one document opened up, this is where they would be, and you can click and go back and forth between documents. You don't right now. This little asterisk that you see right here, that means that your current version you're working on has not been saved. So if you do anything to it, you would want to make sure you would click file and save, and everything that you've done in here would be saved. Over here is the ribbon, right? One thing I messed up a minute ago and did that there. So you should just have a rows and ribbons. Right now you cannot see the ribbons. See how there's a little eyeball right here? If I click this eyeball, you can now see the ribbon. So that's a way to hide things. As you're working on projects in Photoshop or any Adobe program that has layers, it's important that you're on the correct layer. You see how this one is grayed out? It means I'm working on that layer. If I click on this ribbon one, now things that I do are going to work on that ribbon. Also, if they're in the wrong order, you see how the ribbon disappeared? Whatever's on top is what's going to be shown first. So you need to make sure that your layer is in order. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work using the zoom tool. Before we do that, I wanted to show you this. I told you about the toolbar, how you can adjust it depending on what type of screen that you have. Some things may look better being condensed, whether if you're on a laptop or versus a large screen. Like I have a 32-inch screen here, so I want mine like this. You notice that when I hover the mouse over things and let it sit, it will tell you what that tool is. And if you want to learn more about how that tool works, there's a tutorial. So Photoshop has made things pretty easy for us. So let's go over to where the zoom tool is, and when you hover the mouse over that, it shows you that it gives you this, that you're zooming in and out. So let's click on it. Click on that zoom tool, and when you notice when you move it over your document, you see how the magnifying glass has got a plus on it. So if I left click once with my mouse, it zooms in. Down here you also see a percentage. You see the size of your document, you see the percentage that you've zoomed in. You notice that each time I click on it, it's now at 100%. If I keep clicking, you see how this has got little squares now? I'm at 600%. This is a bitmapped image. We talked about the pixels. All of those little squares is what it's talking about. The maximum you can get this is 12,800%. Let's see if we can do that. So you can't see anything now. So that's the maximum zoom that you can get. And you can see that this is just a bunch of little squares. So now we want to hold down, if you're on a Windows, hold down the Alt key. If you're on a Mac, hold down the Option key, and you see how mine, when I'm holding that key down, it's a minus now and it's zooming back out. So do that. Up here at the top, where you see where it says Scrubby Zoom, if that's selected, if you click anywhere in the image and drag the zoom tool to the right, the image will enlarge when you've got that tool selected. If it's unselected, you click and drag and it does nothing. So I'll let it go. So Scrubby Zoom, in and out. Easy way to zoom in and out of your document. Let's now click this fit screen. You can click fill screen, and that's whatever you had zoomed in. Click fit screen and it goes back to where everything fits perfectly on the screen. That's a great thing to remember.